As the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and European leaders gathered in The Hague to launch an international claims commission to compensate Kyiv for hundreds of billions of dollars in damage from Russian attacks and alleged war crimes, President Donald Trump said that they were closer to ending the Russia-Ukraine war than ever before.
The security protocols yesterday were amazing, and they have been amazing, having to do with Russia and Ukraine. And I had a long talk with President Zelensky. Also, I spoke with the heads of Germany, Italy, NATO, Finland, France, United Kingdom, Poland, Norway, Denmark, and the Netherlands. We had very long and very good talks, and I think we're closer now, and they will tell you that they're closer now. We had numerous conversations with President Putin of Russia, and I think we're closer now than we have been ever.
A joint statement was released by both US and European leaders declaring their commitment to working together to provide robust security guarantees and economic recovery support for Ukraine. The statement was signed by leaders of Germany, France, the United Kingdom, Italy, Poland, Finland, Norway, Sweden, the Netherlands, and the European Union after 2 days of talks in Berlin. The leaders agreed that ensuring the security, sovereignty, and prosperity of Ukraine was integral for wider Euro-Atlantic security. The agreement pledged to a sustained support to build Ukraine's armed forces to a peacetime level of 800,000.
It is important that the US views Article 5 like arrangements plus relevant security guarantees. We are currently working to have all this written out, and we are making progress there. I see the details from the military that they have been working on. They look quite good, although this is only a first draft.
Kremlin, however, said they hoped the deal is reached for peace and not just for temporary truce.
The question now is whether we, as President Trump says, will reach a deal or not. Our stance is well known. It is consistent and transparent. It is clear to Americans. Generally speaking, it is clear to Ukrainians too. We are confident about it. If Ukrainians seek to substitute the deal with momentary and non-viable options, we are hardly ready to be a part of it.
European leaders and major stakeholders attended the one-day conference hosted by the Netherlands and the 46th Nation Council of Europe.
No, it's not part of the peace negotiations. Of course, rebuilding Ukraine is. But we spoke yesterday about mainly about security guarantees and about the fact that the US, Europe and Ukraine are on the same page, and we have very good guarantees for the security, and therefore Zelensky can have serious discussions with Putin. But then we have to see if Russia, if Putin really wants peace, and we will see that in the coming days.
Earlier, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen reiterated that no consensus could be reached without Ukraine's approval. She also stated that Europe and NATO will sit at the table when matters related to them are being discussed.
Respect the decisions Ukraine makes for itself. Decisions on territories are for Ukraine to take, and Ukraine alone. Likewise, issues affecting the European Union and NATO will be discussed among the European Union and NATO members. In short, nothing about Ukraine without Ukraine, nothing about the European Union without the European Union, nothing about NATO without NATO.
Meanwhile, European Union foreign ministers concluded their final Foreign Affairs Council of the year without agreeing on whether to tap frozen Russian assets to provide loans to Ukraine. As Europe, along with the US, huddled to bring peace and end the conflict, Ukraine's SBU Domestic Security Service said Kyiv's forces struck a Russian submarine in the port of Novorossiysk, causing critical damage to the vessel. Russia's Black Sea Fleet has acknowledged that an attack took place but denied that any of the vessels were damaged. With Mahashweta Lala, Bureau Report, India Today.